Today we're going to do a lesson on division by one-digit numbers. The first thing we should always do is do an estimate. And I know that 87 divided by 5, 87 is my dividend, so I have 87 units here, 8 10 bars and 7 units. So I know I can divide by 5, so the easiest thing to do is to rewrite it and change the 87 to something I know 5 goes into evenly. An easy one that I can think of is 100. So I know that divided by 5, I get 10 divided by 5 is 2, and bring the 0 over is 20. So my answer should be around 20. But if you're thinking 90 is closer, and I do 90 by 5, that's 2 5s less, so we have 18 as our answer. So either 20 or 18, those would be good estimates. Looking at our model, the first thing that we want to do is we want to take, remember we're trying groups of 5. So we're going to look at the tens place first. I drew a line so that we would know that was the tens place. And this is my first group of 5. I can only get one group of 5 out, so I subtract those 5, and I have 3 tens left. So if I have 3 tens and 7 units, if I took each 10 bar and broke it up into 10 parts, then I would have more units. And in this case, there's 10, 20, and now 30 units. There we go, plus the 7. So we have 37 units. And now we're going to try to find groups of 5 out of those 37 units. So here's one group of 5. Here's another group of 5, and another. Every group of 5 we're going to circle. Even the ones, the units. So it looks like I have 7 groups of 5, and that will go up here in my quotient. And we've used 35 of them because 7 times 5 is 35. And I have 2 left over, so it's a remainder 2. We always want to check our answers to make sure that we've done our long division correctly. So the first thing is I write 17, which is the quotient, or the answer to the division problem, times 5, which is the divisor. That's how many groups we had to, or how many are in each equal group. And we do the division, or the multiplication, excuse me. 7 times 5 is 35, times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 85. Remember, you have to add the remainders in, and we had 2 remainder, so we have to add that to make 87. And that's what we started out with our dividend. So I know that my answer is correct. And I also know that 17 is close to 18 and close to 20 when I check it with my estimate. This one is a 3-digit number. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do an estimate. Same thing, but I know that 3 doesn't go into 8, but I can divide by 3 into 9. So I'm going to change that to 900. So I think 9 divided by 3 is 3, and bring the 2 zeros over. So my estimate should be around 900, or excuse me, around 300 for the answer. First thing we think of is 3. Can 3 go into 800? And it can 2 times, which would take 600 away. But you can think of these in just terms of the numbers too. We have 2 left, and bring the 6 down. 3 goes 26, 8 times. And 8 times 3 is 24. And we subtract and get 2. And bring the 4 down. 3 goes into 24 8 times. And 8 times 3 is 24. And in this one we have no remainder. Well, 288 is close to 300. So let's check it and make sure that we did our division correct. So 288 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 3 again is 24, plus 2 is 26. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8, and there's our dividend. So we did our multiplication and division correctly. Okay, the first thing I want to do here is to set it up correctly. I can't do the problem this way, so I'm going to set it up underneath the bracket. Remember, the first number is the dividend, and that always goes underneath, divided by 8. Okay, I'm going to draw my columns here, and graph paper works really well for these problems. It'd be fine for you to use graph paper. Okay, 8 goes into 26 3 times, and that's 24 with 2 left over. Bring the 7 down. 8 goes into 27 3 times, and that's 24 with 3 left over. So we have 33, remainder 3. Oh, we forgot to do the estimate. Well, let's think about that now. 8 can go into 26, but there is a remainder, so let's change it. Let's change it to 240 divided by 8. 24 divided by 8 is 3. Bring the 0 over, so 30. So our estimate is very close to our quotient. Let's go ahead and check it. 33 times 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 3 is 24, 25, 26. But don't forget, you have to add the remainder. And we end up with 267. It's very important that you do know your multiplication and division facts very quickly, otherwise it will be frustrating. Okay, now you try it. Put this into your notes, pause the video, and do the estimate first, then find the quotient and check it. Pause the video now. Okay, let's go ahead and solve this. I'm going to rewrite it. 210 divided by 9. And let's go ahead and think of our estimate. 9 can't go into 21, but it does go into 18. So I could change it to 180 divided by 9. And that answer would be 18 divided by 9 is 2 with 1 0. Or I could change the 9 to a 10, because I can divide 210 divided by 10. 21 divided by 1 is 21. 1 0 minus 1 0 is no zeros. So our answer should be around 20, 21, somewhere around there. Those would be two good estimates. All right, let's set up our problem, and we have 9. Let me draw the lines here. 9 into 21. Can't go into 2, but it can go into 21 twice, and that's 18. And so we'll subtract and regroup, and we end up with 3. Bring the 0 down. 9 goes into 30 3 times. And 3 times 9 is 27, and we subtract and get 3, so 23 remainder 3. We've had a lot of remainder 3s. Now that is close to our estimate. So let's go ahead and check it. 23 times 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 2 is 18, 19, 20. But don't forget, we have to add the remainder. There it is. So the answer is 210. Good job. Let's try another one. This one is a story problem. A baker will put 84 carrot muffins in boxes that hold 6 muffins each. How many boxes will the baker fill? Remember, if you're taking something and breaking it into equal parts, it is a division problem. So go ahead and stop the video and try it on your own. Okay, we've got 84 divided by 6. We know we're going to put those into 6 boxes, or 6 muffins in each box. So I can take one set of 6 out of the 8, and I get 2 left over. Bring the 4 down, and 6 goes into 24 4 times, and we have no remainder. So the answer would be 14 boxes. I hope that you could understand a little bit more about division. Good luck.